Lizzo's coming in next week. Anxious to meet Lizzo. And by the way, she's quite the flautist. And for those of you who are not as sophisticated and have a Boston University college degree, flautist means she plays the flute. Yeah. Who is the best flautist ever in rock and roll? Robin. Let's leave Lizzo out of it for a second. But in rock and roll history, and I will tell you.
Flautist in rock and roll.
Best flautist in rock and roll, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Ian Anderson.
Did you listen into my conversation with Fafa Fui?
No! What are you talking? When was that?
How did you know that?
I was blocked. I didn't hear a word you guys were saying.
Well, then I'm impressed with you.
Jeez.
I am impressed. I thought you cheated. You're 100% right. I mean, Ian Anderson made the flute very cool. I remember seeing the Thick as a Brick tour with Jethro Tull. Ian Anderson looked like a mad, homeless kind of dude, and like with the big beard and everything. He was Aqualung, and he got up on one leg, and he starts playing the flute. What is the best song Ian Anderson ever did on flout, or flute, as they call it?
Flout.
That's right. Go ahead. Now let me see you answer that one. If you answer that one, I will really be impressed.
Oh, no, I'm not going to know the name of the song.
The name of this song is, I know you know it, Bourrée. Bourrée.
Bourrée.
Bourrée Paris Hagaf. Bourrée.
Yes.
This is from 1991. Ian Anderson came on our show. And they played their version of Bach's Bourrée. Bach. But incredible. And I always liked how Jethro Tull, the band, would leave even him breathing into the flout. Ian Anderson, by the way, is the only guy that ever got laid playing the flute. Yeah, how he goes, I would do that. I love this. Coming at you. When I was a progressive rock DJ, I'd play this, thinking like I was doing deep cuts. Meanwhile, everyone knew this song. I thought I was being cool. By the way, this is the way he goes down on a woman. This is the same sounds he makes when he's going down on you, Robin.
Why didn't you tell me that when we met?
I wanted you to be surprised. There you go. But another cool use. I know. Hey, Fred, are you a big Focus fan? Because I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big Focus fan, but remember Hocus Pocus by Focus?
I do. That's a killer song from an album called Moving Waves. There are only 2 songs on that album that are worthwhile: Hocus Pocus by Focus, and a song called Eruption. Which sounds, and what's interesting is Focus was from Amsterdam, which is where Eddie Van Halen and Alex Van Halen are from. So
is Eruption?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is Eruption I've never heard first of all, let me make the point that I thought Hocus Pocus was a good use of the flute by Focus.
Terrific use.
Right.
I thought that was pretty good. Coming at you, a little Hocus Pocus from Focus at WNBC. Where are those guys? Where are they, Fred?
Back in Amsterdam, I think. I think what happened is...
I'll give you a quiz. What's the name of the lead singer of Hocus Pocus?
Focus by Focus.
For me, Focus. For me or for Robin?
No, forget Robin.
No,
she's not going to know that. For you.
Thijs van Leer.
Right, Thijs van Leer.
Who was
Were you listening to Howard's conversation with Baba Boo?
He cheated, too.
He was from a classical music family. His father was a flautist when he was 11 years old. He gave him a flute. And the rest is history.
And he's also the dude yodeling in this song, too.
And playing the keyboard.
He's multi-talented.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays the organ, too.
Yep.
Listen to this. By the way, here you go. By the way, during this flute solo, the guy went into a coma. No one ever heard from him again. That's pretty fast. Another good. I'll give you another one. I'll give you another good flute. I mean, I am not a flute fan, but
occasionally the flute does show up in rock and roll.
Nights in White Satin. That was pretty cool. I love this song. I forget, are the Moody Blues in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or are they still out of it?
I don't remember now about the Moody Blues.
I think they got in.
They're in.
They're in.
Yeah. Okay.
I screamed about that for years, and then I'm still screaming about Jethro Tull. The flute player in the Moody Blues was named Ray Thomas, and he died in 2018. Prostate cancer. Fucking prostate cancer. Got to get that shit checked. Anyway, beautiful. But Lizzo, she's coming in. She plays the flute. I mean, she's like world class. I mean, she got a lot of...
she actually got to play a famous flute recently in Washington, D.C. I remember seeing a clip of that.
I could tell you about that.
Yeah.
First of all, she's a rapper.
I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy.
But unlike a lot of rappers, she could also sing her ass off.
Yeah.
Cause I love you.
But what you're talking about...
Never been in love before. What the fuck are fucking feelings, yo? Once upon a time I was a hoe.
Well, here she is playing the flute. Classically trained.
That's very, very good. Yes.
Yeah. Started playing the flute in 5th grade. She made headlines, what you're talking about, when she went to the Library of Congress, and they let her tour the flute collection. I didn't even know they had one, but she played a crystal flute that belonged to former President James Madison in the library's Great Hall. Here she is playing it. Pretty good. There you go.
Sounds pretty good for such an old flute.
Not bad, right? There you go. When you do your live show, I find it interesting. When you incorporate flute into a song, you do a thing, I'm thinking in rock and roll, who was cool as a flute player? To me, do you know Ian Anderson's work from Jethro Tull?
Yes.
Okay. I see that in you. You'll, in the middle of playing the flute, either do a heavy breath or you'll even scream out a lyric.
Yeah.
And that's what Ian, when Ian Anderson would play, it was a lot of like he would. Do you have that recognition of him? Do you see the parallel there, or am I off base?
So here's the thing. My dad, whenever he would reference flute with me, he'd be like, "You're going to be like Jethro Tull." So I always thought his name was Jethro Tull. I didn't know that was the band name. So that's always been like my point of like the cool reference for flute. It's like, yeah, Jethro Tull. But I more was inspired by like James Galloway, which is super nerdy. But he's like the man with the platinum flute, this like Irish flutist.
James Galloway, Danny Boy. Right? Is this who you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Irish.
And
that tone.
You love it.
Yeah.
And it's right what you say. I mean, it almost brings you to tears. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah. Danny Boy, James Galloway.
It's the simple stuff. It's the simple things that really get you on flute. Like, I wish I was a cooler jazz flautist that could be like I wish I could do all that kind of stuff, and I will learn.
Right.
But this is my foundation.
Yeah, because this is Jethro Tull doing Bourrée. This is Ian Anderson. And I don't know, when he gets cooking, it reminds me of you in concert because you'll incorporate singing and I don't know, there's something there. But that's pretty good flute playing, isn't it?
Where is he? Oh.
Have you ever heard this track before?
No, never.
Oh, good. I want you to hear it. Tell me what you think when it starts to really fly. love it.
Wait, so was he like was the flute the lead singer? Was there no singer?
He was the singer too. So like he would like sing in between, or like he'd start grunting and stuff. I thought for sure you were a fan of this track.
This is hard.
This is hard?
Oh, yeah. Like, good.
What he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Now, why didn't your dad ever play you this track?
Woo!
Yeah. Anyway, that's
I play around like that. I play around with the undulating and the blowing. They know.
Yes, you do.
I'm too shy to do it on stage for real.
What does it mean she's cold?
The whole flute is like cold because it's a cold room. So like if the flute is cold, we're not going to get the best like resonance. But
right.
I wish I could do like an Ian Anderson like. It's
almost like he's singing and playing the flute at the same time, right?
Yeah. I want to do it so bad on stage, but I get so nervous. I'm like, I don't want to fuck up in front of 20,000 people.